I'm live already. Oh my gosh. I don't know what's going on. You guys, I had no time to like get my lights set up. So this is just going to be really bad lighting and camera setup. So let me switch you there, YouTube. I'm live on 2 formats. So hi, Instagram. Hi, YouTube at the same time. Of course, YouTube is always the wonkier of the two. So no doubt this probably isn't going to stay on my channel. I will most likely delete this because it's going to be a hot mess. Hi, everyone. I got the word from Joel that we had 2 minutes to go. So this is the one night a year. I was just teasing that I guess we act like normal Americans because hot mess is real life. That is true. Because we don't watch sports. We don't have TV. So we drug a computer into the living room. Hi from Tennessee. Sorry, YouTube. I'm not going to be looking at the right camera. Maybe I can turn you upside down like this. Orientation is locked. Rotate device back. Apparently I can't do that. Okay. I think it's really annoying when you watch people and they're not looking at the camera. But I am apparently going to just be that annoying person this evening. Hi from Kentucky. Hi. Wow, the lighting is really different on Instagram compared to YouTube. It's hysterical. So they drug out the TV and we made a big fire and we made a huge batch of popcorn and we're watching the Super Bowl. And by we, I mean I have earbuds in and I'm watching Mrs. Maisel and they're watching the Super Bowl. And I said, there's no way in hell my children can watch J-Lo run around. I imagine she's going to be like 90% naked. And Shakira, I mean, it's just not happening. So we drug out all these Legos today. Hi, everyone. I'm going to see if I can get something set up on my desktop so I can read my YouTube comments a little bit easier. And yeah, that's what's going on tonight. So let me mute my desktop and see if I can find my own video on YouTube. What are you guys doing? Are you watching the game? Are we football people? See, I have to like lean forward to see the Instagram comments. Looking forward to getting my heart-shaped pan. Oh yeah, I guess I could have got links ready for that because I have a few more available. You guys are so amazing. I don't even have the dumb pan in here. I'm super not prepared. Hi, Nancy. Hi, everyone. Oh, this is a bad. Let me see if I move this marker, if I can see my Susan Benton is not watching the games. Only for Super Bowl. See, that's what happens in our house. Like Joel's like, I'm watching the Super Bowl tonight. Like, really? It's like the same conversation we have every single year. And so that's what he does. Oh, Charles Downing. Okay. He, the commercials, oh, Smart Pack. That commercial is so funny. That commercial is brilliant. The Smart Pack. I can't even say it. I'm so not from the East Coast. I'm such a Midwestern girl. Susan, that's a great question. Does the pan have a hook to hang on it? Susan, if you want me to ask Sarah, like how much extra for a hook? If you want to hang it, that's an excellent question. Once again, the only pen I have in front of me is a watercolor food coloring pen. I have like mad office skills. You wouldn't know that I run a business at all. Hook for pan. That is a great question. I'll put that on Instagram if I get that. Hey, thanks for the thumbs up over there on YouTube. I appreciate that. There's 97 of you watching, so like, can we get like 95 thumbs up maybe? Since you did voluntarily come to this live stream. Hi from Alabama. I know, I want to watch the commercials. Like, when are they going to get good? They're probably good right now, right? In between Jenny from the Block and what is the song Shakira sang about her hips? I don't know. I got nothing.
It's almost halftime.
Oh, it's almost halftime. It doesn't matter. They're here.
Okay, it's like 20 seconds left.
Okay. I thought I heard you say it's go time.
I thought it was, and then it's not. So it's like 20 seconds left.
I don't think it appears they don't care, so that's very, very endearing. It's so loud. I'm so loud. I can be loud. Am I so loud, or is it halftime that's so loud? Yeah. The overall noise of football makes me crazy. Just like the hum. I got enough noise in my ear. No, but even before my ear, like I just don't. It's not my thing. Elizabeth, what are your tips on starting seeds indoors? I'm just teasing Jerry. my tips. So I've been very convicted by Monty Don to not use seed starting medium with I'm gonna have to go on. Hold on, you guys. Hold on. I will get back to that. But I cannot keep up with these questions the way my phone is propped up. Your hips don't lie, Jerry. My hips don't lie. I remember that song. Yeah, there we go. There we go. So anyways, for the last few years, since reading The Essential Gardener, I have not been using seed starting mix with peat moss in it, because he has a brilliant few paragraphs in his book on peat moss. And I'm not like a huge environmentalist. I mean, I guess naturally I am, but it's not something that I like intentionally pursue. I just think a lot of my life decisions are environmental, but that one really got me. So I do seek out peat-free seed starting medium. Okay, I'm reading a few comments. Did you check out medical? Nope, I didn't yet. I'm so far behind on so many things. Now this song Hips Don't Lie is going to be like in my head all night long. Susan, my birthday is in July. July 22nd, to be exact. I really can't wrap my head around how old I'm going to be this year, but I suppose that happens to all of us, and that is a good thing. So yes, I am rocking my 25-year-old Mickey Mouse sweatshirt and my vintage Marshall Fields plaid house coat tonight. What's wrong with peat? It's from peat bogs, so it's like one of these things that it just takes. So I mean, I'm not going to be the one to answer this question. There's going to be people that can answer this much better than me. But from what I gather, and I know this, it's from peat. It comes from the peat bogs, and it takes so long for the earth to create. And there's a lot of really good, yeah, I'm not the person to answer this question. It's the only word I can think of is subculture. It's a very special situation going on in the bogs, and we don't want to scrape off the top of it just so that you and I can plant seeds when there's other ways to do that. Google it, because Google will do you a much greater service than I. Okay. David Austin's roses. Which ones have the best Old English smell? I'm really hung up on Desdemona. I'm new to David Austin roses. It just in the last few years. So just since moving here, that wasn't a type of rose that I sought out on the rental farm, because I was there for like 5 years. And then in my previous garden, it was just like a youthful naivete. I was just like buying Home Depot roses. Like I was just doing what I could afford, which was, the occasional knockout rose or whatever. I wasn't really intentionally seeking out roses. So the David Austin that I'm just really hung up on is Desdemona. I love it. I love it. It smells like myrrh, and it's so fragrant. And you guys, I'm so enjoying my paper whites on my counter. They smell so good. Some of you said that you didn't really love the smell, or somebody was asking, like, are they skunky? Are they gross? Like, no, not at all. Maybe there's different kinds, but mine I just absolutely love. The name of the book, Balanced Barefooter, is The Essential Gardener. I think that's what it's called. Monty Don. It's big. It's like a big oil Bible. I'm so used to saying that from doTERRA. It's like a big garden Bible. And if you look on the two potager videos that I just filmed, you'll see it sitting on the windowsill with some of my other ones. You guys should see the way I have Amélie's phone right here. That's YouTube. Hi. And then I have my phone right here. That's Instagram. And of course, it's all very jerry-rigged because I wanted to do both at the same time. So, hi Petra, how are you? Abraham Darby, and Gertrude Jekyll. I have a handful of Gertrude Jekyll coming, and I bought a couple last year. And the bulbs I just got at Costco. Just, real quick, just grabbed them, and they're amazing. They're just doing really well. Sometimes I'm not so impressed with Costco's bulbs. I think, oh, my office door is open. There's only like 4 ways to get into my office. I do need a secretary, Nancy. Do I have any volunteers? I need a secretary. I will bake bread for you. So yeah, sometimes when I buy bulbs at Costco, you know, in the past, if I've bought like colored, you know, tulips, I'm not really that happy with the way they come out. They're never what they say they're going to be. You know, and you don't really know that until the next spring, which is kind of a bugger. But the paper whites, I'm like, well, I can't go wrong with white. It'll be fine. So. Oh, Nancy has so many deer. We have so many deer. I had to shoot 2 very cocky deer out of my garden about 5 days ago. And like, I just kept walking towards them. And up here, they're just like, what are you going to do about it? They're so cocky. It's unbelievable. So, part of my deer fence, so we have that big, like, bow fence that we made along the perimeter, and we hadn't finished it. And so I had stapled up just this huge, like 9-foot tall mesh fence, and it had fallen down. They came right in, but the deer path literally just goes right by the garden. Irish Spring. Donna, I hear that all the time. I'm going to try that this year. I'm just going to kind of put it here, there, and everywhere, especially along the deer path. We've got 2, one that kind of runs this way, and then, excuse me, one that cuts, I love venison, one that cuts across the, yes?
It's Jennifer Lopez.
Jennifer Lopez. I used to really like Jennifer Lopez a long time ago. But now I'm like, can we just stop? Can we just please stop? So, hey, homeschooling up north. Have you always been into antiques? I have. I was raised around antiques. I had to shoot. I didn't say I had to shoot 2 deer out of my garden, though I wouldn't be opposed to that. I wish I knew how to hunt. I know I just lost half of you there and you're offended. I'm sorry. We're just going to have to agree to disagree. But no, I said I had to shoo 2 deer out of my garden. So have I always been into antiques? I was raised around antiques. I had an antique bed growing up, an antique dresser. I was like raised like not to put a wet towel on my dresser. I'm not even looking at the Instagram camera. I'm sorry. This is so difficult. I need one eye here and one eye here, but I can't do that. I can't do that. So it just kind of raised understanding like, look, this is a historical piece. This is an old item. This is how you show respect for it. Yeah, always going to garage sales with my mom. We would go to antique stores on the weekends. Shakira and J-Lo are on soon. Are you going to stream in the show? What did she say? I missed that one. Oh, here, let me slow down. Are you going to stream the show? I don't know what that means. Where is the halftime show? This is the halftime show. Oh, this is really lame. It would be fun to like actually do something really, really fun for halftime, but I only thought of it last night, so. Antique style is coming back, so ladies get them quick before prices go up. Really? Oh, pff. Oh, you know what's funny? This guy, Rudy, here on YouTube, Rudy, you're going to want to leave this because I quickly titled this live halftime show. Oh, gross. I'm probably getting like a bunch of people here that, you know, really don't want to watch a housewife in her bathrobe talking to her friends. Yeah, no, so it's really, really funny. This is not a live stream of the halftime show. Ange, wow, that is just such an Ange move. You guys are laughing. There's lots of laughing going on. I'm laughing too. Oh my gosh. I can't fix it right now while we're talking. I'm going to have to fix it later. Oh my gosh. There's like all these names on YouTube I've never seen before. Now I know why. What a dork. What a dork. Parisienne Farmgirl halftime show. Okay, Instagram, I'm going to get caught up with you. You know what? Somebody's asking about rabbits in my garden. I do need a moderator, but my 12-year-old moderator is really mad at me because I stole her phone so I could use it to do this because it was going to take me ever to program it on the desktop. Oh, it's just precious. Live halftime show. Wonderful. Keep talking antiques. So somebody just asked me about rabbits. I really haven't had any trouble with rabbits, which is bizarre. I don't know why. My hips don't lie. I don't know why. I should pull up like some lyrics and try to just splice them in so people aren't super confused when they land on this feed, since it says live halftime show over on YouTube. How pathetic. Oh my gosh, that is just too funny. Yeah, that's just awesome. I think J-Lo, how old is she these days? Is she like 50? How old is she? 48? I think I'm not 48, but I think we're really similar in age. I know what you meant. I never thought about someone thinking it was the Super Bowl halftime. I just can't believe I did that. It's just so funny. Squirrels have been the bane of my existence this winter. We don't have a lot of squirrels either. We have we're surrounded by forest on all sides, so when you look at the property, and we're like in a fishbowl. It's just like this big circle of open land that we've really opened up since we moved here. Obviously, there were a ton, but okay. Heather 4859 is asking about Peony Supports. Dosher Days. The book is The Essential Gardener. Peony Supports. What I do for my plants that I know are just going to really flop over when she's 50. Okay, that makes me feel like I really need to work out. Is I stake twigs in the ground. So early in the spring, I go in, I gather a bunch of branches that really, just twigs that have fallen or go out this way, and I just stick them in the areas of the garden where I'm going to be growing like snapdragons, delphinium, peony, anything that's going to 51. Oh my heaven! Not that 51 is old, but goodness gracious. She looks great. Anything that's going to take a beating when the rains come. So that's what I do. I just use twigs because I don't really like the look of that, the rubber coated metal where it's green or whatever. So, yeah. Shaking her bonbons. That was Ricky Martin. Ricky Martin shook his bonbon. That was his song. So, I know. Right? That's what I was thinking. Left Field Farm Girls, like, don't be offended if you get a bunch of thumbs down. There's going to be just a ton of thumbs down on this feed because they're going to be like, that is not the halftime show. Yeah, and then here's where I need a moderator. Can we go away? Yeah. So, yeah, I should have a moderator. If you are watching this, I stupidly titled this live halftime show. It's supposed to say with Parisienne Farmgirl, and apparently I forgot to say that. So you can skedaddle and you can go find J-Lo and Shakira somewhere else because they will not be here in northern Wisconsin. Barbara, he predicted like a mild, soon to be spring or something like that? Puxatani Phil or whatever his name is. I don't know. Oh my gosh, I would give anything to retitle this. I can't. Edit video. Ooh, maybe I can. I wonder if it'll mess with it if I edit it on my desktop. Halftime show. How about live half? I'm going to just fix this here because there will be no booty shaking going on here. Live halftime with. Boop. Okay. Maybe that fixed it. Oh my gosh. Just too funny. And now I'm going to find it again. All right, I fixed it. I think I fixed it. Go somewhere else, please. All right, hold on, Instagram. I am going to get to your comments. Sorry about that. I really want that groundhog to be right. We've had a really mild winter. I cannot complain. We studied this weather, like read the Weather Naturally or some weather book for school. And I really enjoyed it. Like, really want to get to the point where you can understand what's going on without checking your phone. And hold on here. I do need a mod. Sorry, guys. The little woolly bear caterpillar, it said, like, if the middle section is really wide, then you're going to have a doozy of winter. So far, like, we collected woolly bears all year. My children are obsessed with them. So far, he's been wrong because the middle section was really wide, and we've had the most mild winter. And so I don't want to jinx it. I know you can't do that, but pretty intrigued so far. I can't complain about winter, except for that it was pretty abysmal, pretty dark. The candle that you always burn on your kitchen counter is a specific name for that kind of holder. Big Red Hair is asking that question. And I don't know. I have a gal that lives up here and she has an Etsy shop, and I was scrolling Instagram one day and saw it, and it's very heavy. It's like cast iron and green, which Kelly green, that green is my favorite color aside from navy blue. And I'm like, I have to have that. And I had really no idea. It just looked cute on her feed. So when I got it in person, it's like very substantial. It has a handle on the back. I mean, you can just imagine someone in their vintage Marshall Fields house coat, like walking through the house to go to bed with this candle lit. And so, oh my goodness, hang on. I don't know. I can't tell. Is it fixed? It is fixed. Okay. So I don't know what it's called, and I wish I could tell you guys where to find one because it's so sweet. But the candles I get on Amazon, I think they're in my Amazon store. They're just beeswax candles. Beeswax candles are not cheap. Ugh. Holy cow. I would burn them all over the house. We have fire extinguishers in every room of the house and smoke detectors, but I would burn candles, beeswax candles in every room of the house, those tapers. But my goodness, they're like, I don't know, 12 of them for $25 or something. Willa wants to know if I'm going to do any more vintage clothing videos, and I will as soon as everything opens up here. But right now, like really, our town has 200, sorry, my bangs are driving me bonkers. They itch behind my ear and then they drive me crazy tonight when they're hanging in front. Our town has like 250 people in it. And the town over there has like maybe 600. Like there's nothing, there is nothing open at this time of year. So it's pretty like slim pickings as far as vintage or antiques go. So as soon as there's some more good stuff available, I will share that with you as soon as I can. But for now, I'm actually like, you know, just shopping at TJ Maxx and not really doing a ton of shopping aside from gardening stuff. So I know I missed a ton of stuff. Shakira's a good mama. Well, that's good. I didn't know that. I didn't even know she had children. But like, I just kind of like quit paying attention to all that stuff so long ago. So I don't know. Hold on, you guys. I'm going to take a peek at the Instagram comments. Well, we have local thrift shops. I should clarify. I didn't explain that very well. We have local thrift shops. They're closed. This is like Siberia up here. So we have a few things that are open on the weekend, but everything is closed mostly until Memorial Day. So there's one place that is, you know, like a thrift junk shop or whatever, but it doesn't really have the best stuff. It's like attached to the nursing home up here, and you can find something every once in a while. But not so much all the time. Carolyn loved my outfit for church this morning. Yeah, there's no way. I mean, they cannot keep stuff open during the winter because there's just no one here. We can drive through town and it's absolutely, totally empty. It's hysterical. Have you ever been tempted to go with the farmhouse trend everyone is doing? Everything white. I love what you do. Thanks for giving us something different. Waters, Jenna. How do I say your name? That is very funny because once when I was like, how in the world am I going to build this Instagram Instagram feed, or, you know, right when I realized like that Instagram could be a thing, then I wanted to do it right. I wanted to build it. And I'm like, I used to joke, I'm like, I'm just gonna go all white because then I'll get like 300,000 followers. No, I've never been tempted to do the farmhouse thing. It does not appeal to me. I don't understand why it's called farmhouse. I've been in a crap ton of old farmhouses in my life with little old lady farmers, and I've never seen a farmhouse that looked like that. It's kind of like what they call French. Like, I've never been in a French house that looked like that before. French houses actually like are very interesting. They have a ton of IKEA. They have a ton of hodgepodge, very eclectic. They're not what we Americans think of as French. They're not. You need to rent Maison. You need to like get books like Côté Ouest, and Côté Sud, and Maison et Décor, and like you need to like look at what they're actually doing over there, and then you can get a feel for like what can be called French. And it actually turns out that a ton of stuff can be called French because it's such an eclectic look. And like I said, lots of IKEA. There is lots of IKEA going on in French homes. But it's just really different. You know, in America, I just think we put this polished, we have this horrible, horrible tendency to put this polished spin on everything that we do. And so that's what I'm trying to get away from here. I'm trying to let things be undone, let things be more rustic, but like I have the forces of evil fighting against me because this is a new home. So that's so much easier to do in an old home. And here, like I'll say to Joel when we're doing a project, I'm like, just calm down. Like, I don't want it so fussy. Like, don't worry about it. Like, whether it's the mortar, well, how are you going to do that? I'm like, don't worry. I don't care if the mortar's like this thick in between each stone. Like, I'm not going for this fussy look. So yeah, I love Jeanne d'Arc magazine. I love the all white look, like in that setting. I love the way they do it, but I guess I should preface, like, I don't want a home goods all white look. If I was going to do a room like in all neutrals or something, I would want it to still have a very old world flair. That's what I want. So, yeah. I'm happy to see that you speak English a little. Okay. Favorite YouTubers or Instagrams? I'm the worst with remembering names. So on YouTube, I love Yona. Yona is my favorite on YouTube. I love her. I do watch, like for style and fashion and just self-care. I watch, what's the news anchor lady's name in Texas? Holy cow. Can't think of her name. What is her name? Dominique Sanchez. I like her. Sometimes I watch Shea Whitney. I can't afford anything that she buys, but her and I have like, I really like her like fashion sense and like fashion rules, and then how she encourages people to break the rules, and tailored aspect of what she, like when she talks about just creating like a classic tailored look. I'm like, oh yeah, girl, preach it. She's spot on. I love her. Julie on Instagram is asking how far away is my workout location. Everything here is like 10 minutes away. So I went from living in an area where everything took 45 minutes to get here, and now everything is 10 minutes away. Girl in Calico, Petra is great. Oh, mouse battery is very low. Recharge soon. Oh, crud. And that's code for your mouse is like going to die. Okay. Did you freehand the January bird drawings? I did freehand them. I'm not, I mean, I need to get better. I would say like right now, like just looking at something, especially animals, maybe not so much if I were to paint like an interior. I'd like to do some interior design painting, like paint interiors, but animals intimidate me. So I did look at that drawing, and then I positioned the birds the way I wanted them. I kind of adjusted it, but he didn't trace it. Yay. So I looked at the piece for like some serious inspiration, but he didn't trace it. So thank you. Melinda loved the church outfit today. Thanks. How do you guys feel about that? How do you feel about me like sharing my outfits with you? That's like a little bit out of my comfort zone because I'm like not a style blogger, Instagrammer, YouTuber, but I love it so much. Like clothing is really, really important to me. So it's fun. And so I do like sharing that with you. How did you style when your hair, when it was long every day? I'm about to show you guys, on a few weeks ago on a video, I put, like I did like a fast motion of me doing my makeup and my hair really quick before our school day. And I do a pin curl in my hair, and I clamp it with a hot iron. And that's how I've done my hair forever. So I usually let it air dry, or I diffuse it and make it really big. And then I kind of tame it down and just do individual pin curls. Excuse me. And it lasts the better part of a week. So I kind of just can work on it a little bit each day, dry shampoo, and then you know, halfway through the week I'm in a ponytail, and then the next day I'm in a French twist, and then, you know, by the time I get to day 4 or 5 or whatever, it's time to wash it. But I don't wash my hair that much, and I just do a hot iron pin curl, which I will show you how I do soon. Okay, let's see here. Oh, sorry, Instagram. Did you study in French? When you speak French, it's superb. Well, it's not, but thank you. I am self-taught French, so I taught myself. I got kind of obsessed with it before my first trip so many years ago, and I didn't want to sound like a schmuck, and so I got really obsessed with pronunciation, and it's still pretty bad. I mean, I have French friends that I see on rare occasion, and one of them passed away a couple years ago, but I would invite her to correct me, and she was fantastically brutal. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I thought I was so cool. And then she would correct me. I'm like, wow, that's pretty painful. I am going to be starting lessons again next week. Oh, I'm so excited. So back before we moved here, I did have a French tutor that came to the house, and he would sit with us, with myself and the children. And it was just an excuse to just talk for an hour, and it just felt so good. And I was so terrible, and it didn't matter. But I haven't had that. There's only one French person up here that I know of. I think so. I think there's just one French person. He owns a coffee shop. And of course, I'm like too intimidated to speak French to him because that's me. But he knows that I do. So a lot of times I'll, you know, wish him good morning and bid him good afternoon when I'm leaving, but like not where we stand and speak French. So pretty excited. I don't know how to say this. ibous.com has French tutors, and they're pretty darn affordable. I had one pop on the other day and give the kids a lesson for a half hour, like a free like trial lesson, and I loved it. And so I think we're going to do 4 of the kids and myself do lessons all week long. So she just sang Jenny from the Block. Don't be fooled that well, how's that go? Don't be fooled by the rocks that I got. I'm still Jenny from the Block. Oh my gosh, used to have a little bit, have a lot, didn't know where I came from. Oh my heaven, that song's gonna be in my head all night long. Why do I know that crap? I hate the stuff that you just like through osmosis and then it's stuck with you your whole life and you have no choice. Okay, pardon me, you guys, I was scrolling on Instagram so I could see those comments. Carolyn grew up in a farmhouse, and what they're calling farmhouse today isn't, but I love it. Yeah, I think it has fantastic points. My favorite, like I think somebody who does it so well is my friend Lisa over on Farmhouse on Boone. She does a fantastic job. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Rencat cut 4 inches off of her hair and loves it. That's fantastic. Piano lessons. Oh yeah. My kids all take piano. Ami Lee is so good. She's a piano teacher. She's competing in some Wisconsin competitions this spring, and I think she's going to kill it. She's so good. She already has 4 students. She's 12 and has 4 students. I'm so proud of her. Ellie loves Lisa. Yeah, Lisa's fabulous. She's so sweet. She is so sweet. Just had a 6th baby. Last year bought a new house. Pros and cons of living in Wisconsin. The con, 2 cons. People are really laid back up here. So I do like to get a bit more gussied up than is appropriate up here, but I do have this philosophy that you should always be overdressed. I think you cannot go wrong by being overdressed. So I'm always overdressed. Always. And I don't care. And so that's, you know, that just kind of takes a little like bravado, I suppose, to be that person that is always overdressed. And the gardening season's a bugger because we had the first year we moved here, we had snow. Like we were shoveling snow out of the way the first week in May. The first week in May, we were shoveling snow out of the way to work on the potager. Like I have video of it. We're out there in tank tops and wellies and we're shoveling snow out of our way. So, Julie, the only thing with the piano playing is it's just we got the wonkiness now with the rules on YouTube about children being in videos, and then it's a monetization thing. So a lot of times, like she's playing beautiful pieces, but because they're someone else's pieces, I can't put them in videos. So if she plays a classical piece, I'll put it in a video, but otherwise I can't because all my videos are monetized. and I try to avoid any trouble with YouTube. So, okay. Yeah, so I would definitely, Ashley, to have your kids take piano. I think piano is so good for hand-eye coordination, for math, for for appreciating subtlety. You guys, don't get me started on this, but I think you and I and our children need to be able to appreciate subtle beauty. We live in a day and age where like everything is in your face. And if it's not bigger and epic and more amazing than it was the last time you experienced it, like everything just has to be so much bigger, better, faster, epic, and loud and colorful and fast speed. I just think that we really need to be cautious for ourselves and for our children on just being the kind of people that can walk outside to nothing and find something gorgeous, or to listen to the simplest minuet on the piano and be moved to tears. Like, we need to keep that part of our heart really in tune and really sensitive, and I think our kids do too. And I'll stop talking now because it's something I feel really passionate about, and I just think it's so easy for us to sell out our brains and our souls to being overstimulated, because we're humans. We always want to take the mental easy way out, and having crap thrown at us all day long is the mental easy way out. You didn't ask for that, did you? Rachel says, check out the book Brainwash. I will. How do you persuade your kids to do piano? I don't. I tell them to do piano. My 14-year-old son does not like it, and he threatens to quit the day he turns 18, and I'm like, that's fine. But as long as I'm feeding you and you live here, you take piano. Sucks to be you. Yeah, so yes, I make them take it. They don't have a choice. They have lots of choices. They can choose what jeans they wear, and they can choose how many glasses of water they drink a day, but they don't get to choose their piano lessons. That's my job. So, what lipstick? What lipstick? I think I just touched it up with something else, but I think I just touched it up with a Tarte, but it's probably Fly Girl by Lip Sense, which is what I wore to church this morning. Awesome. Farmhouse Vernacular, Jerry, she's great. I really, really like, oh, she did? She helped Lisa with her kitchen? I didn't know that. Did you guys know that? I didn't know that. She's funny. Farmhouse Vernacular is funny. She does a good job. Hi. Hi. Is it still on?
What?
Is it still on?
No, halftime's over.
Oh, okay.
Okay. The Jennifer Lopez show is over.
It's J-Lo.
Jennifer Lopez.
Jennifer Lopez.
She didn't wear a lot of clothes.
I imagine she didn't.
No.
Oh, okay. Yes, Willow on YouTube is saying that the piano makes it easier to learn other instruments, and I would absolutely, absolutely agree with that. So, thank you, Red Cottage. Okay, let me just scroll up here. Oh, sorry, Instagram. Preach, agree, preach. Oh my. Oh, that's why we love you. You guys are sweet. I wasn't seeing those comments. This dual camera things for the birds. Okay, I remember back in the day you said you don't have a TV. If you always not had a TV. You guys, I used to be like a TV-aholic. I watched all my children every single day. I lived for it. I watched Friends. I watched Frasier. I watched Seinfeld. I watched, good gracious, I cringe when I think of the, oh, Anastasia. Well, then good riddance, my dear. I just cringe when I think about how much time I spent in front of the television. Hi, Grandma. It pains me to think of it. So I think when Aiden was about 9 months, we got, well, no, I remember Friends was over. Like Friends and Frasier was over. And I said, let's just get rid of it. We don't need it. And so that was kind of the beginning of the end. So we have computers, and if we want to watch, like, when 24, the series 24, like, we would watch it on the computer. Like, we watch stuff on the computer. And what's that thing on the left side of your head? Oh, This is me. I was trying to get like lighting set up. This is a big light because the lighting in this room is so bad. So that's what that is. I know you guys aren't used to seeing that, but I have 2 big lights. Carolyn, that's okay. Carolyn, I can handle rude. That's okay. I'm not for everyone. I don't have to be for everyone. Not everyone has to like me. That's the most wonderful thing about being an adult is you don't have to worry about everyone liking you. And why you would spend time on somebody's YouTube channel that you don't like is beyond me. So just go watch the Super Bowl. It's fine with me. I'm not even like offended. It's okay. We don't have to like everyone. I don't have to be for everyone. So yeah. All right. Yeah, there's a really great book about kids being outside and just like keeping that simplicity, called, maybe that's not what it's about. Maybe I'm merging 2 subjects, but there's a great book called Last Child in the Woods. Yeah. And okay, we're going to keep it polite, Ron. Okay, I'm going to put you in a timeout. We're going to be polite. Yay for being a secure adult. Yes, please. Like it's so liberating when you just realize that you don't have to be liked by everyone and you can just go do your own thing and be your own person. Hi, Mom. Mom's laughing. My mom's like, get it, girl. It's just so okay. You don't have to make everyone happy. Let's see. Somebody would like to get rid of her TV because I do watch everything on the computer. Yeah. And like, let's just be real. Nancy, you just nailed it. My mom's a designer. You can ask her how many times she goes into this, runs into this problem. But like the TV, like really kills the design of a room. Like, you know, like I used to do freelance interior design, and you'd go through that all the time. We're like, okay, but where's the TV gonna go? Like, can we position it so we can all see the TV? I mean, look, I love entertainment. Don't get me wrong. I love it. But, yeah, I'm just going to be quiet now because I'm going to go off on a rabbit trail. So, Cottage Girl's mom raised us on Tasha Tudor, and we visited her farm. My mom and she wrote each other, and they always drew little animals and signed all of her books into them. Oh, that's really, really cool. That is very sweet. Somebody asked a question, and you guys, I can't read all the questions. So if I don't get to yours, it's just I can't see them all. But the next copper piece will be. Okay, so we're kind of like having fun. You guys are really, you've made my week very interesting and very fun. So I put that heart-shaped copper pan on YouTube and on the cinnamon roll video, like right before Christmas. I'm like, I need a video. I haven't filmed the cinnamon rolls. Let's film the cinnamon rolls. And I was like, a lot of times when I film, you guys, I look at what I want to do. You know, it's just my house. Like, this is just my life. And sometimes it's like kind of, I'm like, what am I going to do? Like, how am I going to make this visually appealing? And I remember Amelie always helps me film. And I thought, oh my goodness, Amelie, we got to use the heart-shaped copper pan. It was just like this last-minute decision to use the heart-shaped copper pan. And I have a friend, Rosemary, a very dear friend, and she lives back where we're from. And she FaceTimed me one day, and she said, I'm at this garage sale, Angela, and there's so much copper, and it's like the 3rd day of this garage sale, and it's all half off. And she like took her phone and like panned it, and she's like, what do you want? What do you want? And I'm like, I want that and 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 that. And I just like took all this stuff, and one of them was this heart-shaped copper pan. And I got so many questions in email and the comments and private message about that heart-shaped copper pan. So I went to Sarah, my coppersmith. I'm like, can you make this? She says, yeah, girl, I can make it. So yeah, I cannot tell you. I mean, we've just sold so many. I think we announced it like 36 hours ago. We're going to do them in 12 batches. I'm scared to check my email because I think we've moved on to the 3rd batch at this point. So, yeah, so So if you want one, YouTubers, you can go to the community boards. They're $235. It's a huge pan, and you can use it to bake in, even though it's not tinned. You don't want to use it on the stove top, but you can use it to bake in. It will be a slightly faster bake because the copper is going to cook different than your typical pan. But YouTubers, you can find the link if you want to get one on the community page, and Instagram. I think my stories is probably still up with the link. Otherwise, let me know. So, homeschooling up north. Do you have inspiration for your children's names? Yes. Well, I just told you I used to watch All My Children, and there was a guy on there named Aiden, Aidan. No, he is not named after Aiden from Sex and the City, which everybody asked me that because that's back when he was born. And I was like, excuse me. No, he's not, because I hated that show. And I know I just lost another half of you right there because everybody loved that show. But so I named him that. It was very Celtic, very Northern France, Celtic kind of a name, which I love that. And 235, Carolyn. The pan is 235. Sorry, not to correct you, but I didn't know if you were asking. And then Amélie is named after the French movie Le Fabuleux Destin d'Amélie Poulain. And that was a French movie that came out in like 2002, and we called it Amélie here in the States, or Amélie's Fabulous Destiny. And Juliette is, I love Romeo and Juliet, and I love the actress Juliette Binoche, so we named her, that's where that came from. Her middle name is Elizabeth. So it's with an S and not a Z, and that is also an homage, a nod to Laura Ingalls, because her middle name is Elizabeth and Laura Ingalls is my hero. And aren't you glad you asked? And let's see, Julian. I just love the name Julien. Like, let's be real. That is one sexy name. And yeah, I just love that name, Julien, which everyone's like, why didn't you go with IAN like Aiden's? And I wanted a more French spelling. I believe IAN is a more Spanish, Latin spelling. Carolyn, can I pronounce your name in French? I cannot. I don't know how I would say that. Lynn, I have no idea. Caroline, I have no idea. Caroline, I don't know, because you're LYN. I have no idea. Yeah. So Julien, and I wanted another boy so bad before I had, oh, thank you. These are just those stick-on fingernails. I put them on for church. And then I wear them like till Wednesday when they come off. I always forget I have two cameras. I wanted a boy so bad, and there's like everywhere I looked was the name Julian. Saint Julien, the wine. I would be like in movie credits, I would see the name Julian, and I'm like, oh my gosh. And I asked the Lord, I'm like, Lord, I want a boy. I want to name him Julian James. And so he knows that now. He knows that he's Julian James, the boy I asked for by name. So yeah. And then Anaïs, she's Anaïs Madeline. So Madeline after the storybook character. And Anaïs is the teacher. Aiden took like kiddie French lessons when he was like 18 months to 3 years old. And the teacher's name was Anaïs. And a lot of you might remember the old perfume in the 80s that looked like everybody called it Anaïs. That's actually Anaïs. And so it's A-N, I can't spell it out loud, you guys. A-N-A-I, and I don't know what it's called when they do the two dots. Shame on me, I should know. And a S, so it's Anaïs. A lot of people say Anaïs, and I just lost another half of you. Anaïs, okay. And then Joel Jr. is, the joke is that he's named after Dale Earnhardt Jr., but everybody thinks he's named after my husband. That's why I call him Junior. Okay, there we go. Let's see. A favorite perfume. I do, but I would have to kill you if I told you, Rachel. No, my favorite, I have two perfumes that I absolutely love, but I'm so out of touch with perfume. I really dialed back on wearing it when I got into essential oils because I was really concerned about the toxicity. And I've got to come up with a solution for that because I love perfume. Ironically, or not so ironically, all the oils that I love are in a lot of my favorite perfume. I'm a total number 5. I love Chanel number 5. And there is a fragrance that maybe Neiman Marcus, which my mom had a friend called it Needless Markup, which makes me laugh every time. So maybe Needless Markup carries it. but I know you can get it in France. It's Christian Dior. They used to carry it here a long time ago, and it's called Dolce Vita. And it's just like, I put it on and my mom's like, Mom, that, or Amelie says, Mom, that is your smell. Like, no one else should, like, that's your smell. That's what you smell like. And I just think that's so sweet. And there's a little boutique in Paris called I think it's called Les Filles à la Vanille, like the Vanilla Girls or something like that. And they carry a bunch of different perfumes. And there's one called Garçon Manqué, which is like a tomboy. It's kind of like a very masculine female perfume, and I love that one. But I did go into Ulta 3 a couple weeks ago with Juliette when we went to get her ears pierced and started trying on perfumes, and I just realized, like, whoa, this is like the cut of my blazer where I'm starting to like be a little bit outdated and I need to update my look. Like, I'm super out of touch with fragrance, and I used to be like a fragrance guru. Like, I could just smell and just name perfumes in public. Excuse me, are you wearing blah 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 blah, you know? And l'accent trema. Thank you. Is that what it's called? Thank you so much for that. Appreciate that. Classical Tutor, of course. Classical Tutor would tell me what that lipstick I'm wearing. Okay, it's again, I touched it up with something else, but the base is Fly Girl, which is ironic because that's what J-Lo was before she was J-Lo. She was a fly girl on In Living Color. Remember that? That show was funny. That was funny. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, Pine and Feather. I have friends that totally named their kid Luke after, and it was just like straight up, they're not ashamed. He's named after Luke Skywalker. That's so funny. Julie, I can't list the movie names because you're like propped up in a pen holder, so there's no way I can type. Sorry. Try Whisper. No, I can't. Whisper, is that the doTERRA, like the little blue one from Patchouli? From the little blue one from doTERRA? No, I do not like that. I'm glad you like it. That's my company. Order you some Whisper, but no, I don't like it at all. I know I have friends that love it. No way. So, Rose, thank you. I try to take really good care of my skin, so I appreciate that. I'm kind of obsessed with taking care of my skin. I spend a few minutes on it every day, morning and night, and yeah. Carolyn just ordered the pan. She's excited. I'm excited. Okay, I'm reading some comments here. Ashley's named after the Young and the Restless. Ash, for years you thought it was Gone with the Wind. Well, if it was Gone with the Wind, then your mother named you after a dude, like a really weak dude. Oh, Ashley, I love you. Oh my gosh, that guy needed to be bitch smacked. That guy was I couldn't stand that guy. I love Gone with the Wind. It's like my favorite movie, and that dude just drives me crazy. So yeah. So no, you're not named after Ashley. So you should be proud that you're named after somebody from Young and the Restless instead of Ashley from Gone with the Wind. Okay. Yeah. Video on essential oils for kids and pregnant women. Yeah. Here's the thing about the videos, like the pre-recorded videos. I can only say so much. Like, I can't say all the good juicy bits that the oils can do for you, because then I am no longer compliant with the FDA. So sometimes you guys have seen, you're like, where's that video? I saw that video once. Where did it go? And it's because I've had to take it down. Like, doTERRA calls me and they're like, you said flu, you know, and I have to take it down. So yeah, Vanessa's named after Vanessa Redgrave. Fabulous. I remember, like, my mom named my brother after Nicholas on, what was that show that had an 8 in it in the late 70s or early 80s? Not Party of 8, Family of 8. 8 is enough. 8 is enough? I have no idea. I was too little. And then my sister, what is she named after? Was there a Chelsea on Golden Pond? I feel like my mom named my sister Chelsea after On Golden Pond. Somebody's asking about where can we find the Heart Copper Pan? You got to go to the community board on YouTube, and you'll see I have a post with a link there, and it's $235. So you have to like fill in the price amount because I need to update that link. 8 is enough. Yeah, so that's where my mom named my brother. And tell me, you guys, was there a Chelsea in On Golden Pond, right? Wasn't that like Jane Fonda and Henry Fonda? Yeah, somebody's laughing. 8 is enough. And my mom named her, she spelled it Chlsey, and then like got her home, like got the birth certificate. And I think she was like, oh, snap. That's not how I wanted to spell the name. And like she redid everything and spelled it SEA, which is the only way you should spell Chelsea. I'm sorry if any of you are spelled SEY. Yeah. We have a Rhett and a Scarlett. Who's got a Rhett and a Scarlett? You guys named your kids Rhett and Scarlett? Oh my gosh, Carly, are you kidding me? That is fabulous. I wanted to name a child Scarlett, but I didn't. I went with Juliet, or I went with Amélie. I think I was going to do Scarlett Monroe because I am obviously a huge Marilyn Monroe person. And I think I was going to do Scarlett Monroe, but then we loved the movie Amélie, and Joel delivered her. And so it was like, okay, so she's Amélie Jolene. So this is so fun. Avery, I love that. My mom heard my name on a game show. All of you have better stories than me. I was named by a artsy girl I know. Oh, it's Marilyn. I was named by an Elias Big Boy waitress. Maybe you're watching. But as I understand it, my parents were out for dinner. My mom was huge, and they said, well, what do you think about girls' names? And she said, well, I like Angela. And so an Elias Big Boy waitress named me. That is my claim to fame. Holland is my daughter's name. That is a beautiful name. Avery Ruth, Lillian Faye, Willow Sophia, Matthew. Oh my gosh, these are fabulous names. And Constantine, and home births. Fun. Angie wants to know where I buy my dresses. Most dresses, I bought just like a pile of dresses off Amazon that I could garden in. And that's probably what you saw. I did a lot of filming in them over the summer. And so they're off of Amazon. And I think they're in my Amazon store. So you guys can always kind of check out. There's like a Parisienne Farmgirl, where I just like put anything that I like. And it's amazon.com/shop/Parisienne Farmgirl. And I think all of the dresses are in there. And they're just cheapies. They're not good quality. It's definitely fast fashion. But I bought them so I could trash them in the garden and sweat the pits up and not worry about it. So, oh, I love seeing all your children's names. This is fun. Pup Reader, the carrot cake recipe is, I think, on the blog on ParisienneFarmgirl.com. I think so. Okay. And Kyla was named after Kayla on Days of Our Lives. Okay, that's funny. Oh, somebody said Maximilian. I love that name. Oh my gosh, I love the name Maximilian. What happened was we just started to go with, I was going to name my first child Evangelina with an E and an accent mark, and I miscarried my first baby, and I had already named her in my heart, and so I just set that name aside, and so she's still Evangelina. And then Aiden was born, and then we went with Amélie, and then after that, I was like, well, let's do all A's and J's. So we got into A's and J's. So when I get mad at my kids, it is a disaster because I've got 3 Jews. I've got Junior, Julian, and Juliet. Pfft, that's a mess. Thank you, Julian. Rachel has miscarried babies too. Miscarriage is something we don't talk about enough, you guys. We should talk about it more, and we should really support mothers who have miscarried, even if they miscarried at 5 weeks. We should still really just wrap them in our arms for sure. Harper Preston. My husband and I met at a country bar. We met at a bar. Yep. Okay, let's see here. Somebody asked me a question and I don't remember what it was. So excuse me, YouTube, while I scroll down here. I think I missed it. I'm not gonna. Oh man. Hi, Deborah. How are you? Hi, Deborah. Angel Kitty, the heart-shaped pan is still available. So it's not that it's ever going to not be available. It's that we're doing them in batches. So the first batch went really quick. The second batch will probably be produced 3 weeks later, which I didn't update on my PayPal. So if you ordered the second batch, if you ordered like last night, yours isn't going to come in 4 weeks. So that's my bad. And then the third batch, we're doing them in like, oh, my live video ended. Oh, that's a bugger. Ugh, thanks for nothing, Instagram. Pff, I hate it when it does that. Let's see if anybody comes back. That is just so dumb. I hate that. Angel, you can order, if you go to the community page, so if you go to my channel, when we get done here, and then you'll see up top, it'll say like videos, playlists, community. That's kind of like an Instagram feed that YouTube has. Hi, Instagram, I'm back. I don't know why we got disconnected. And you will see there's a post there with a link. And actually, maybe I can find the link for you and I can cut and paste it since I'm open on my desktop. You guys give me a second because a lot of people are asking me about the copper pan here. Oh my goodness. I think I can find you the link. Yes, I can do it. Okay. I'm sorry. This is super lame. This is bad. This is bad television. Here is the link. There's the link for your copper pan, YouTube. There you go. I'm still on Instagram. Yeah, I don't know why it disconnected me. Hi guys, I'm back. I don't know what the next piece will be, so I'm going to work with Sarah. I got to tell you this. I don't know if it's possible, but we're really going to try it. But she is going to try to reproduce my sink. Holy crap. I can't imagine being able to offer you guys my sink. Like, that would thrill me. So we're looking at making a full-size one and a half-size one because I have two basins. And yeah, the red lip is... It's Fly Girl by Lip Sense. You guys crack me up. Kitchen candle holder pot. Oh, Lavender Fields. Are you talking about the thing that you see like on my videos where I have those 3 candles in the kitchen in that pot? Is that what you're talking about when you say that? Yeah, Sarah, my coppersmith, she does do some smithing, smitty. Julian, my son, would like to be a blacksmith, and she said she can teach him, so that's kind of exciting. But yeah, the underside of my sink is all wooden, and then the copper is wrapped around it. So, I think that's what IVF stands for, Ravonda. I think that would be so cool if she could make my sink. Okay, so Lavender Fields is asking about this copper pot that I have always on my counter. Now I can't see my Instagram comments at all. And you guys usually see that I have 3 candles in there. And what you can't see is there's a glass frog. So it's just this cute copper pot. And I asked on Instagram when I first got it, like, what is this thing? Because it has like these cute little fluted feet that kick out. And it's not a double boiler. It's not a fondue pot. I don't know what it is. But I have this glass frog that fits right down in there. And so I just pop the candles right in. It's perfect. Yeah. So yeah, that would be, somebody's asking. Good request. Who's asking? Oh, you guys, I can't keep up. Oh, I can't keep up. I can't find them. And yeah, the little green one, maybe somebody could make, maybe she could make something like the green one, only have it be in copper. That might be fun too. You guys are so funny. Someone was asking what IVF was. Yeah, I think that stands for in vitro fertilization. Left Field Farm Girl's youngest son is an iron worker and a blacksmith. That is so cool. Yeah, Julian really wants to be a blacksmith. And Sarah even said she'd show me how to do the retinning. She said it like involves, you know,
a lot of chemicals and it's dangerous, but I think that would be really, really cool to learn how to do. Did you guys see that piece on Instagram that I put that she did? So gorgeous. That piece was awful. I mean, it was awful. And I've had it for the better part of 15 years and have never been able to use it. Caitlin, I get all my beeswax candles on Amazon. So I think those are in my Amazon store as well. It's a $25 for 12. It's like a 12 pack. It's, yeah, I love them. Yeah, I'm going to just, my frog is full of like a lot of little wax. So I'm just going to set it by the fireplace and just let it melt out, clean it out. So no, they don't drip. They're beautiful. And they smell so earthy and warm and wonderful. Hickory Root Farmstead has been using rice and beans to hold hers up. That is a great idea. But yeah, the frog's fun. You just have to clean it out and like push the wax out and everything. But okay, hold on. I gotta, sorry, you guys. I think my husband's waiting for me. I should jump off here soon. The lip gloss, I've mentioned that okay, so the Fly Girl lipstick comes with, like, you put the color on and then you put the gloss over the top. And the great thing is, it's like, it doesn't come off because ain't nobody got time for that. But the gloss that I put over the top has parabens in it. So I usually only wear that once or twice a week. I try to just, you know, stick with the matte. But, you know, in the winter, like, matte lipstick is gross. Your lips are just disgusting and cruddy. And so the gloss is really, really nice. Okay. Yep. That's like, Mom, to BJ, you said something about affordable small pots. It's exactly what I said to Joel. I'm like, you know, this heart-shaped pot, you know, $235 is not cheap. It's a big pan. I mean, it's definitely worth that. But it's not cheap. I'm totally well aware of that. But I'd love to do something smaller that might be suited to more budgets. And so we'll just have to see. I don't know if she can do the brass handles. Like, I don't know how much of an authentic French look she can get me. She's actually really amazing because she does historical cookware. Like, that's her thing. She is like she's a kindred spirit. She's like a full-on history nerd. Like, she studies historical cookware and reproduces it. And she's like very strict about it. I have so much respect for her. Very cool. Lavender Fields, this will probably stay up for a while. I don't think I'll take it down now that I was able to change the name. I use cast iron every single day. She does have a website. She's housecopper.com, I think. I think she even has a YouTube channel. I just found that out this morning. I think it's House Copper. It shows her like in her workspace. She's a riot. I love her. Okay. I use cast iron. Who's asking me about cast iron? Lavender's Blue. Yeah, I use cast iron every single day. I have a pile of it. Never enough. The kids are awesome. Kim is asking how the kids are. I need to think about getting them to bed. And oh my gosh, I gotta pack my gym bag for the morning. Oh my gosh. 5:01 is going to come much sooner than I'm ready for. And so I want my kitchen clean and my gym bag packed so that I can roll out of bed and go to the gym. I know, Kim, I miss putting the kids on YouTube. I got a little weirded out when all the things changed, and we haven't been doing any projects because Joel's been so busy. So we haven't been really creating like official Everyday Chateau episodes aside from like the Day in the Life Mom stuff. And we were trying to kind of just steer the channel, like just have them in a little bit, but just kind of steer it away from them because they're getting older, especially some of them, and just to afford them their privacy. You know, they didn't ask to have a YouTube channel. This is my channel. And so I really want to be mindful of that as they're all getting older. So yeah, Ray Jane, 5 a.m. at the gym. I just remembered. Monday. So okay. All right, you guys. You have a good evening. I'm glad we got to do this. I guess go back and watch the Super Bowl. Joel's watching it. It's just so funny to see him watching football because he did not do that. Erica, rebounding looks great, but I've had 6 babies and there will be no rebounding for me unless I'm wearing a diaper, if you know what I mean. So it's supposed to be very, very healthy. So I walk uphill on the treadmill. I rock out. I make an idiot out of myself because I just jam, and then I lift weights. So, Joel, he has a profession. He's a painter, but he doesn't really work that much. So he's kind of retired. So, all right. He's been working, and that's what's causing all the problems with not getting. You guys are like, show us the upstairs bedrooms. We want to see progress. I'm like, no, there's been no upstairs progress because we had his brother here to help us get going, and then we knew we were going to like stop for 3 months. And then he's going to be done with this job he's doing on Friday. And then I'm like, I don't know like what possessed you, but no more jobs. You can just stay home and work for us. So he's been gone way too much and it's cramping our style. So my cleanse was awesome. You guys, I'm going to jump off. Have a great evening. Happy Sunday night. Happy Monday. Get your copper pans. At this point, I think maybe there's 2 or 3 left. So Instagram, you can go scroll back to my stories. And YouTube, I posted the link. Let's see here, I'll post it again. I'm probably going to have to take a couple day break in between batch number 2 and batch number 3 so we can get caught up and get these orders, get production going. Because remember, they are being handmade. Here's the link, YouTube. Sorry about that. That was wrong. Okay. So if you want to get on batch number 2, I'm assuming at this point there's about 2 left. I'm scared to open my email. Thanks, guys. I really had fun. This was super fun. I'll talk to you later. I have a new video coming out on YouTube, God willing, if I can get it edited Wednesday. Okay? And be sure, you guys, I have a big, big oil class. I teach 1 oil class a month. So if you want to come, we're talking about oils for intimacy. We're going there. So that link is on YouTube in the community boards right under the copper link, and Instagram, you know that link to register for my class is in my profile and it's going to be handled very discreetly. It's a password protected class, so there'll be no shenanigans. Okay? Utmost tact and decency. Have a good evening. I'll talk to you later. And goodbye, YouTube. I'll talk to you later.